Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for LCW WarZone. It is a Thursday night because yesterday we could not stream, but here we are tonight. And folks, it is a pleasure to have you here tonight. After the events of Monday, we were hoping and expecting for a spectacular episode of LCW WarZone. And folks, it is going to be a really good time. Folks, I am Commissioner Pike of the Wrestling League, of course. I am your commissioner. And folks, tonight we're actually joined by a special guest. As Franks is not here tonight, we do have somebody who has been requested to be part of here tonight, and that is Commissioner Zelikov of the College Basketball League.
Well, there was an opening, and I couldn't miss it. It's one of those things where, I find a rare, time opening in my schedule, and what better way to use it than make sure you aren't, running the show alone, So I'm happy to be here after what seems like to be quite the minute.
Yeah, it's been quite the minute, but it is good to know to hear you partner, especially for tonight, as we will kick off the show. We get to hear from James Franks, of course, being attacked last week in the Hell in a Cell match by Viktor Lunam, but now he has to reflect on what possibilities could come out of this entire feud.
Well, it was definitely quite the encounter, and just because he got booted out of the Bullet Club doesn't mean that the bad blood from the past just all of a sudden dried up. No, it's still fresh, and if he wants to exact revenge on the Bullet Club like he has talked about, he needs to find a way to mend some broken bridges. I don't know if this is going to be one of them, but some way, somehow, gotta give it a shot. And maybe the way to do it is by earning some sort of respect, because as we know in the past, we've experienced it ourselves, personally and physically. What they did to us, there was no respect to be earned there, but this is a new chapter for James right here. So we'll see what he does.
And of course, we don't know exactly what will go down, but we can know what will go down here as Taylor Storm and Curtis Haas will go one-on-one as these two heavyweights look to clash in a big old, I would say, meaty battle between both these men, because they're big and strong.
Big and strong. I mean, this is what we call pure graps. I think we're gonna see that kind of match, and I'm excited because I think these two are very similar in their styles.
Exactly, both men have a similar set of skills, and so we'll get to see what both men pull out in this kind of match. But of course, a big rivalry matchup between Shady, McGrady, and Garrett Hunt. Of course, a really iconic battle now between members of Bullet Club versus basically not really a team just yet, but it is an independent man looking for some blood.
And it's quite interesting how his career on the main roster has started out. Of course, we all know Garrett Hunt to be, as of right now in this current time of LSW history, we know him to be the fastest rising star in regards to his promotion from LWE to the main roster. And his story has been hot ever since he got here. And with Shady following along with Hakeem and joining the Bullet Club, or even taking it over if you want to call it that, they've naturally created enemies, and Garrett Hunt is one of them.
Yeah, we'll see if anything goes tonight. Of course, we know from what happened on Monday, we have received word that, I know it's not named, we can say right now, but every member of Bullet Club, including Sensei Ryuga, are banned from LWA until further notice.
That's important to note. I mean, even on here, right? Because LCW is really, it feels more so like the home and the HQ of the Bullet Club, but they make one false step and they could risk the very same thing here too. So it's one of those things. They put themselves on a blacklist, and one more move, they may end up on two of them.
I can a little too low. Okay, I'll turn that up. Hold on. Oh my god, it's all the way up. Okay, well, Hang on a sec. Alright, I think that's good now. It might be just been muffled, maybe because of a little technical issue, but at the moment we're going to move on. As you know, folks, we get to hear from Jacob Case after a DQ finish last week against Benjamin King that let him retain his championship, but now he's looking to have an opponent at Final Destiny. But who will step up to the table?
One of those open challenge, type of situations. Maybe we'll see, because this is what this championship is all about. Just opportunities on the spot. But maybe we'll get some sort of build from here till Final Destiny. Would definitely like to see somebody step up that maybe has a history with Jacob Case. That could be interesting for Final Destiny.
Oh, we'll see if anything goes down there. But of course, another thing we don't talk about is the fact that the Black Ops are the new #1 contenders for the LSL Tag Team Championship. But tonight they have to go against Trey Bankz and Marcus Washington in a 2-on-2 tag team match.
So look at that. Get Good Entertainment is fully active tonight. Taylor Storm taking on Dominic Haas, and then these two, Marcus Washington and Trey Bankz, taking on this new kind of like protege-esque like sidekick group that Jacob Case now has, which are the Black Ops. And I think this will be their first official in-ring match on the main roster.
And of course, we have to talk about the fact that two more rivals fighting tonight as JD Kill and Orochi Lee go at it here tonight. A high-stakes matchup between two of the best here in LCW.
And when you look at that, it's not just them. They've had a heated rivalry ever since the inception of LSW. But look at who's in their corners. Avante Blake is going to be JD's manager for this one. But then you got Garrett Hunt, who is competing earlier in the night. He could be a go and be in Orochi's corner, but you never know with Bullet Club, man. You never know. So right now I've got an asterisk on that one. I'm very wary of what they do.
Yeah, it is a very important thing to talk about. But of course, folks, and finally, to round off the show, we will hear from Hakeem Richards. After doing what could be the most heinous thing I've ever witnessed in LSL wrestling, we will get to hear what Hakeem has to say for himself here tonight.
To be quite honest, there is part of me that doesn't even want to like hear what he says, because his despicable actions spoke the loudest. He doesn't have to say anything, and so I don't think it is a bad thing to say openly that I hope that Marley whoops his butt later on whenever he gets his hands on him, because that's absolutely disgusting what he did earlier this week.
Well, folks, that is all we got here for tonight, but we will get right to it as we will begin the night from James Franks himself. Let's get down to ringside and let's get this underway. Here we are, folks, back in the war zone once again. All the wrestlers, all the people involved, we are ready for a night of action. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time, the Alpha Omega, James Franks. Of course, like we said before, James Franks has been going through a lot as of late. Not only dealing with Bullet Club issues, and mainly one man who's been stalking him. And this ain't the first time he's been stalked by this particular man, Viktor Lunam.
It is definitely not the first rodeo for him in regards to this conflict and feud that with Viktor Lunam. And so you wonder, what kind of edge could James have with all of a sudden this new scenery change? And here we go.
Viktor Lunam. This isn't the first time we have met, especially in a ring like this. And now, you're talking to me once again. Last time, I beat you for the LSL World Championship. But now, I am a man without a title. I am a man without a club. I'm just a man willing to fight back to the top. But you, however, have even gone into my path. Last week, I was trying to bury one man who's been in my way since the beginning of LSL wrestling. Inside a Hell in a Cell, I was making sure I was never going to see Orochi Lee again. But then you decided to show up and put me down once again. So here's what I'm thinking. You and me, we will meet once again, this time at a higher place of stakes. Final Destiny. You want to put everything on the line? You want to put your own body on the line? I will do the same thing. At Final Destiny, if you really want to make this a final war between us, make it Extreme Rules. And that is how I'm going to beat you once again like I did the first time. Don't make...
Uh-oh.
The lights just went out. Oh my god!
Whoa!
Oh my god! Franks is busted open inside the ring! What?
That was fast.
What just happened?
He struck. He must have struck. And I'd be a little terrified if I was James, because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that from Viktor. He's always emerged from the shadows, the darkness. But has he ever had a hit and run that fast? I don't think so.
Well, you know how Viktor Lunam is. You try and mess with death himself, and he'll make you pay for all you've done. But here, folks, yikes!
I think that surprised everybody, because we've always known James Franks as the Alpha Omega. Well, that was very Beta Sigma right there.
Oh. All right. Well,
I had to.
Anyway, folks, we are getting the medical team on James Franks as he is being carried backstage, so that's really good to know. But good God Almighty, just Franks saying that he wants to challenge Viktor once again at Final Destiny. Oh boy. But that will wait. As up next, folks, as Taylor Storm and Curtis Haas will go at it here tonight in the WarZone. Let's get down to the ring and let's get this thing underway. Oh, I'm gonna move something on my desk or desk right in front of me because there's a lot. There we go. Anyways, that a way I can. Let me check something real quick before we get down to the ring, folks. I need to check something real quick. Is there a way? Nope.
While we're all waiting for Commissioner Pike to explore whatever he is exploring, just want to remind everybody that Sunday, if you're at all, interested in the college basketball realm, the selection show for March Madness will be this Sunday. Time to be determined. Will be announced the morning of. But just to let you know. Now back to the show.
All right. Thank you for that. There is no way. Go ahead, please. But But we can't say this, folks. That hold on, I'm gonna do this. Manager. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so folks, there is a lot going on right now. Riker saying he's gonna sue Frank for stealing his entrance.
I feel like Seth frickin' Rollins could sue both of you.
All right, guys, we don't need to argue about the question commish Zelly.
Mm-hmm.
He says, is Washington going to be a 16th seed after their loss to Oregon?
You know, that seems like a clickbait question.
Honestly, it might.
Do better.
Alright, folks, let's get down to ringside as we got stuff to get underway. Let's get down to it. And let's get down into the war zone. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Marcus Washington from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 247 pounds, Taylor Storm.
Hey, I'm ready for a good old wrestling match, you know, like on a Thursday. Hey, you know, this isn't something that we'll see on shows like Final Destiny, at least maybe not yet. But look, you got two very great in-ring workers that are gonna be that are about to face off. So enjoy this match, folks. This is what wrestling is really about.
Was that just me, or did Marcus Washington seem a little bit off during that entrance? Because it looked like he was just more bored.
I don't know about bored. Bored? I wouldn't say that. He just seems focused at the task at hand, more so than Taylor.
Yeah. And his opponent, representing the Olympians from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing 225 pounds, Curtis Haas.
Netherlands own. Again, the extremely talented guy who we've seen put on so many great matches, you know, over the months that he has been with us. And I expect no different, you know, with him being in the ring with Taylor Storm.
And of course, like we said before, these two guys are massive heavyweights with a lot of in-ring ability and a lot of athleticism. So we are in for an amazing match.
We've seen a lot of like different styles clash over the last like few shows in PLEs too.
Okay, hang on. I just gotta say something. Hakeem, you just said fake A Charlie Haas, brother. In this league, he's canonically Curtis Haas's son.
Typical Hakeem.
Anyway, folks, I do need to do something real quick, and apologies.
We don't need these controls.
Alright, folks, let's get down to the ring, and we are underway once again. Curtis Haas and Taylor Storm go at it.
Already going for the tailbone, and Taylor good counter into the slam. Quick pin.
Taylor Storm with a quick pin here. And a kick out at one. Storm is known for having this more athletic roles in these kind of matches. Of course, and having big moves like this, though. Look at this. Submission hold.
Got him up.
Question.
No dice.
No. It's a question to say y'all have a circle this where the female have to talk to the perform like they're doing the circle. What?
I feel like we got to get that right again.
We'll answer the question a little bit later. At the moment, though, Curtis Haas and Taylor Storm going at it.
Big little slam.
Curtis Haas is doing everything he can here to keep up with the ability here of Taylor Storm. No telling what can happen between these two. Big suplex there by Curtis Haas.
Nice little belly to belly right there. Into the ref.
And the ref, oh, here goes. Big move here. And no. Breaks out of it.
A little too early for Taylor to tap there.
Oh, big fall-away slam by Taylor Storm. And Hunter, so far these two really been going at it at the moment. Wait a minute. Wait a sec. Something's happening right here. Taylor Storm hostile fighting out here. Look at this though, Taylor Storm. Oh, big clothesline there. Now Storm and Haas still going at it. Wait a second. What is this? Washington's leaving.
Wait.
Marcus Washington is leaving. Taylor Storm's looking on.
What's the meaning of this?
What's going on here? What a second. What is this? Hold on, we can't. The cameras. I mean, we're trying to get cameras, but our cameras are down right now. We don't know what's going on. What is happening?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. I don't know what's going on. There's still, I can hear stuff happening in the background, but nobody. I don't know what's happening still. I'm still trying to look over and see what's happening. Okay, we finally got the cameras back up, but yeah, look at that. Marcus Washington's gone. Washington literally just left.
I have a lot of questions.
Why would he leave? Storm! Spinning elbow off the top rope!
I mean, Taylor Storm could probably still do this on himself. Oh, he's fired up.
Oh, yeah, Taylor Storm looking to put him away with a positive powerbomb here. Look at this. Bang! Powerbomb.
Rolled him up, too.
Got him.
Wow. Actually, a surprisingly quick win for Taylor Storm.
Again, there's still questioning, why did Marcus Washington walk out on his partner?
Well, this is a development that we're definitely going to keep our eyes on, because as we know, Get Good Entertainment, it seems like they've been solid as a rock for quite a while.
Wait a second, partner. There's something going down. Wait a sec. Hold on. Something's going down the ring. As we take a look, here comes Dominic Jones.
Big old Dominic Jones.
Jones meeting up with his partner here. Of course, you know Dominic Jones has been looking to try to get him and his team back together one more time. Wait a second!
Wait a minute!
What is this?
No!
Dominic Jones, what are you doing? It's your own partner! Oh, no, look at this! No!
He got a keeper.
He's got nowhere to go. Here comes Benjamin King. The man who got screwed last week in the championship match. Dominic Jones has some hell to pay. Oh, big kick there. And now King making him pay with a power bomb.
What the hell just happened?
Benjamin King was screwed last week, and now look at this. King, spear to Dominic Jones. Good Lord Almighty. And Benjamin King walking out. Curtis Haas very confused in this whole situation. And Benjamin King gets his revenge on Dominic Jones. But Haas doesn't even know who to trust anymore.
So, what we just saw there, we gotta unpack this thing like it's a trading card pack, all right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Haas loses the match. Dominic Jones, I guess, betrays him, and Benjamin King inadvertently saves Curtis Haas, but it was to get at Dominic Jones. What in the world is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Do we have to answer a question in the chat real quick? Ashley Perez, if you want to join this league, there is if you want to know how to join this league, I will let you know. There is a Instagram account by the name of LSL Wrestling, LSL.wrestling, and you can join. You can find that on Instagram. And under the link of the bio, you will see there's an LSL Wrestling application, and there you can submit your own person. You can make basically anything you want, any specific details, anything. You can just put it down, and I'll create the character. Or if you already have a created wrestler inside either 2K24 or 2K25, depending on which, just let me know what your 2K creator count is, and I will make sure to download the character. So just LSL.wrestling on Instagram, and under the bio there is a link to the application to join this league.
I think with that said, there's another important thing. I think you also have limitations due to certain like packs. I don't know if you have all of them, so just make sure.
Oh, I'm gonna buy the season pass in 2K25.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Maybe your XP hasn't gone up one. I want you to know, Garrett Hunt, you're a 91 overall. Like
that is...
Yeah, your guy is that good. But anyway, folks, after that little intermission, let's get down to the ring as we have another matchup in our hand. As rivals, Shady McGrady and Garrett Hunt will go at it here tonight.
And this is quite the interesting contrast. You know, it felt like we were watching kind of the same style. You know, the last match, and now you got Shady McGrady, who's a super athletic former basketball player, and now you have Garrett Hunt, who's basically the unpredictable cowboy of the Wild West.
Yeah, and of course he's one of the biggest young stars, of course, coming from the indie wrestling promotions, as he made his big name known in LWE until being signed by LCW. Since then, Garrett Hunt has shown to be a big player inside LSO Wrestling. But let's get down to the ring, folks, as we got a match on our hands. Following contest now is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Bullet Club from Miami, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, he is the LCW X Division Champion, Tyrese Shady McGrady.
I guess it's one of those things, you know, it's, truth be told, and, you know, I hate to say it, but with Bullet Club, even with all the dastardly things they do, the one thing that they are consistent with, finding a way to get their hands on gold. it felt like it took almost no time at all for Shady to get his hands on that X Division title.
Yeah, you're right. I believe it was beating. Who was it? Who did he beat to gain that title? Wasn't it Reigns Jr. who did he beat? Was it a Reigns Jr. Keith Warner? No, Reigns Jr. claimed the title after Warner did. Either way.
Yeah, something of the sort.
Either way, though, Shady McGrady continuously being a big factor in the LCW X Division Championship reign. This man looks to continue his winning streak, especially up to Final Destiny. Which, partner, he still doesn't even have a opponent left yet.
With a tweak or two, I'm sure something can be arranged. I'm sure he'll find an opponent. Yeah, someone will step up.
Somebody will definitely find an opponent for him. But this man, though, maybe looking for that same gold as him. And his opponent from Austin, Texas, but reigning from Dallas, weighing in at 270 pounds, Garrett Hunt.
Putting on for LWE, still, it's still very fresh from, that side of things, but quickly making himself, feel more and more part of the main roster every single day. Not that he was any less once he was called up, but I think at the same time, I don't understand why the crowd's booing him. This is the guy that is clearly sided against the public enemy number one, which is Bullet Club.
Well, mainly it's because, it's either one or two things. Either one, we were in a hostile crowd that may not be cheering on Hunt, but it can happen. It can happen. Or two, maybe just people don't like him as much. But I think it's just more of a hostile crowd than anything.
Maybe because at least for me, he's become one of my favorites in the company.
Yeah, of course. So here we go, folks. We're on our way. Shady McGrady versus Garrett Hunt, a big-time rivalry match between these two.
The way Snake Eyes off the center of the rope over there.
Oh, big kick there by Shady McGrady. Look at this, though. Going over the rope, and now a big hit her Karana there.
Jeez.
Oh,
the guy is 6 foot. Yikes. That sounded like it hurt. I mean, this is the shooting star press, standing shooting star press. I mean, this dude is 6'7" doing that. That's insane.
Carter, you know how athletic these sort of basketball players are. Of course, you're the commissioner of the college basketball, of course. And you know how athletic these guys can really get, especially in an environment like this.
I definitely know about it, man. We have seen some crazy athleticism on display in past March Madness tournaments, and just to see Shady do this. I mean, the fact that he's a basketball player does not surprise me with his athleticism. It's just that the fact that he's doing this in a wrestling ring.
Well, again, there's been a lot of training for McGrady, of course, after his basketball experience or career. He decided to go into indie wrestling and try and learn his capabilities. But here, partner, he is definitely trained into a phenomenal wrestler, into a point that now he can be calling himself a champion.
Yeah, exactly. And, his story is incredible.
Look at this!
Even though right now... Whoa, look at this.
Head scissors takedown, and now goes for the cover to try and put Garrett Hunt away. No, Hunt kicks out at one.
Mesmerizing athleticism. Absolutely mesmerizing.
Now Hunt, look at this. Shady McGrady is just dominating this match. Another suit. Oh, Garrett Hunt, though, counters. They may have tweaked his knee just by doing that.
It seems like he's all right now, but the most important thing is he was able to counter all that athleticism, getting the knees up. That's crucial, and now he can finally get his offense in.
Oh, now look at this, though. Desk press here by Garrett Hunt. And again, Garrett Hunt really reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin with his really just wanting to beat down on people, kind of style wrestling. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I don't remember Stone Cold ever doing that. Oof. A close one right there. Kick out at 2. But oh, he's already fired up again. Irish whip. See what he does. Picking him up. Big old suplex.
All right, apologies about that, folks, but we are back here. Garrett Hunt now in the corner trying to do whatever he can to Shady McGrady, and now McGrady. Oh, kip up there by McGrady.
An unexpected one. Look at this. Oh! That's a kind of driver? Kick out at 1? That's crazy.
Damn I was going to say that Texas. It's that Texas attitude that Garrett Hunt had, but good Lord, Shady McGrady decided to launch himself nearly 10 feet, almost 20 feet across the ring. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, Garrett Hunt.
Oh, good counter.
Oh, both men are countering. They're trying to fight it out here on the top rope, but what has Shady got planned here? Beat down on Garrett Hunt, trying to keep him grounded, but what has he got planned here? Look at this! Poison runner for the top rope!
Looked a lot like a Frankensteiner as well. My gosh.
Good Lord Almighty!
Dude, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Shady McGrady showing the world why he is known as the X Division champ. Of course, you know, both these men have shown to be athletic in all sorts of ways, but not even just being powerhouses. They all just want to show it. Shady really getting the crowd going here. Oh, now look at this. Oh, big leg drop there.
Springboard leg drop too, my gosh.
Bottom rope moonsault there by Shady. Goes for the cover of Garrett Hunt. They try to put this match away. No! Garrett Hunt kicks out.
Still some fight.
Oh, another
in the cowboy. And jeez. Got him right back, and he knows. He's got to do more than that.
Shady.
Oh, but Garrett Hunt, he's back up.
Shady was looking. Oh, Shady with a miss there. Misfire.
That's
Garrett
a crucial
Hunt.
miss.
Yeah, Garrett Hunt got out of the way for it, but now look at this. Oh, back body drop. Saw the frustration there of Shady on the top rope. I heard you trying to pop on her. I apologize for that.
No, you're good.
And now look at this though. Garrett Hunt. Hunt looking for something here. Oh, double leg Boston Crab.
Can this put him away? Will he tap? He will not. He actually lets him go.
Yeah, he knows he can't beat him with that kind of move there, but it is a big submission hold, especially for the big legs that Shady McGrady has. And that could play in a big factor later in the matchup. And here comes Garrett Hunt with the pin here and a kick out.
Definitely did not expect that to end the match, but it was a 2 count. He is closer than he seems. What? A moonsault, my gosh. The big drop. He is working him. And we could be seeing the finish soon. Oh, flung him out.
Does him out of the ring, but wait a minute, hold on a second. It's Keith Warner.
DQ, so...
Yeah, the fans are not too happy about it, but Keith Warner doesn't give a damn. Good Lord, suplex driver. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Zaquan. Oh, wait a minute, a little bit of frustration here. Zaquan.
Remember,
and
he
Keith
used
Warner.
to be with Bullet Club. Remember, they used to be like, they used to be real bad enemies, but I think things have slightly changed. Zaquan said, "Leave him to me." Here we go.
Oh boy, well Zaquan ain't done yet. Look at this. Now just tossing him around with these German suplexes. I don't think Keith Warner and Zaquan were in agreement there. at all.
Definitely not. No, for sure not. Everybody wants a piece of Hakeem and ultimately a piece of Bullet Club.
No,
But I think they could.
Oh, gives him the cold shoulder.
It is a cold shoulder, but I think at the same time that's just because of their past history. But they both understand that now Bullet Club is both of their enemies. So, you know what they say: the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I don't think that's the only thing they're going with their partner, because you know what Shady's got. He's got the X Division Championship.
That's true. It's true. The lust for gold will definitely, be the driving force, or one of the driving forces behind, actions like that. But I think at the same time, you still have to acknowledge Zaquan was booted out of the Bullet Club with James Franks. Remember that. Once Hakeem and Shady took over. So there is bad blood there, and there is some sort of connection there with him and Keith Warner, even though they've had bad blood in the past, even though there's that X Division Championship that I'm pretty sure both are chasing.
There again, might be a little bit of disagreement with both Keith Warner and Zaquan about that championship. Maybe both men wanting to fight for that championship in the near future. But for right now, folks, we're going to move on, as we will get to hear from the LCW champion himself, Jacob Case, on his future, especially with the championship on the line. Get down to it, folks, and let's see what he has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time, the LCW World Champion, Jacob Case!
And his ascension to the top has also been rather quick. You can call it all you want. He got help, and some untraditional help, of course. Everybody can put an asterisk on it, but most importantly, he's at the top. He's got that LCW World Championship, and he joined LSW not all that long ago.
No, not really. And of course, his early success by Jacob Case has really showed to be a hit for him. As not only has he made careers, he made a career for himself already, but he's also made a career for, of course, Black Ops. But here we go. Benjamin King, you failed once again. You couldn't stop the one thing that was from me owning this place. I run LCW. I am the one who owns the title. I'm the man who can beat everybody in the locker room. There is not a single man in the back who is willing to step up and lace my boots and try and challenge me for the World Championship. So if anybody is even daring enough to come down to the ring and stare me in the face and try and challenge my championship, I dare anyone to do that right now. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this.
Hey, we know him.
Damian Blackwood. And remember, partner, he beat Warner last week, but look at this. Blackwood and Jacob Case staring down each other. And we know the history with Damian Blackwood. He's never gotten a championship opportunity. But now it looks like he may want Jacob Case's title. And now look at him. He's fired up. He wants the championship opportunity. And he may get in the future if Jacob Case really wants that title opportunity. Excuse me.
He deserves one. Damian Blackwood, if there's any other guy amongst the main roster that deserves it more than Damian Blackwood, let me know. I can't think of anyone. I can't.
Yeah, there is a lot of men who I would say prefer to be the champion, but Damian Blackwood is one man who really deserves a championship opportunity. But folks, speaking of which, for championship opportunities, up next is the #1 contenders, the Black Ops. Will take on Get Good Entertainment here next. Folks, of course, we already know how the Black Ops became #1 contenders, as they won a triple threat tag team match between Get Good Entertainment and the Bullet Club, as they pinned to win a chance to go to Final Destiny. This has been a real underdog story for Black Ops so far, but you're going against one of the best tag teams in recent months here in LSL Wrestling of the Unstoppable Force. Let's get down to the ring, partner, and get this matchup underway. Here we go. And wait a second, I do not see. You see it.
I do.
Following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 220 pounds, Trey Bankz.
I'm just gonna say what's on everybody's mind right now who's paying attention. Marcus Washington. Where is he?
Yeah, I don't see Washington. Marcus
What
Washington.
is going on?
I don't know what's going on either. I mean, this is not the second time we have not seen Marcus Washington. He walked out on his own partner as being a manager, and now he's not even showing up for his tag match.
A lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. I don't know. Trey Bankz just had to go out there on his own.
He doesn't have a choice, honestly. He doesn't have a choice. And his opponents, at a combined weight of 500 pounds, the team of Ace Bourne and Brandon Bankz, the Black Ops.
Don't lie, their gear reminds me a little bit of the Shield, but just a little bit. But anyways, Trey Bankz, we know his history. He is a very decorated wrestler. You know, that is a part of LSW. He has been a title holder before, but
look at him.
What
look at Ace
do?
Ace Bourne pointing at and trash talking Trey Bankz.
And the crowd too, I'm sure.
Yeah, this team again is a really rowdy team.
Rowdy and against the people, it seems. Here we go.
Oh, again, Trey Bankz is going to have to do this all by himself in a 2-on-1 handicap match because Marcus Washington did not show up. And we are getting word, partner. He left the arena.
What in the world?
He just flat out left the arena.
Well, great. Now all of a sudden we gotta start, analyzing the psychology of this situation. Is Marcus that upset with being a part of the group that he's just taken matters into his own hands and left his brothers?
Who knows what the situation is on a kick out there by Brandon Bankz, but back to the action though. Trey Bankz, of course, has to survive himself, but Taylor Storm and Trey Bankz, though, they're still a good duo team. They're no matter what you say. You have the high-flying capabilities of Trey Bankz, and then you have, of course, the abilities of Taylor Storm. But I'm still confused over just why would Marcus walk out?
I'm dumbfounded, honestly, because it seems like he's always been a team player kind of guy, but I guess it's one of those things. Everybody at some point wants their own success. What a move.
Big move there by Brandon Bankz, and the situation between these, I would say these two, or these two teams, but there is not a second team. There's only a man on his own versus a team looking to just brawl people. But in a situation like this, it's like I wouldn't say it's like putting Kobe and Shaq versus some guy in a regular, but it's like putting two regulars in the NBA against possibly one of the best guys in LSL wrestling.
It's still a mismatch, either whichever way you cut it. I mean, just look at these two. They made Trey Bankz look tiny.
Bankz still with a drop kick off the second rope, and that's why Bankz is always good with his capabilities inside the ring. But now look at this, though, tossing Ace Bourne out. And now look at this, Bankz, oh, he misfires. He lost his balance on the top rope.
And unfortunate misfire. You wonder if he just simply missed his mark, or was it affected by the other Bankz? I highly doubt it's the other, though.
Oh yeah, this is the first time that we see two Bankz, of Trey Bankz and Brandon Bankz together. Of course, not related because, oh my goodness! Out goes Brandon Bankz, of course, one of them has a Z, the other one has an S.
True.
Now Ace Bourne, or Bourne with a spine buster to Trey Bankz.
Now methodical stomps, and he's going to get Brandon Bankz in.
Now the two Bankz go back into action. Another big forearm there. Cover here. Oh, got it. Only a one.
Trey Bankz has always been one of those you can't judge a book by its cover type of wrestlers. Always.
Now, someone said in the chat, if Brandon Bankz were to win, or sorry, Trey Bankz were to win this matchup, that wouldn't show how bad Blackhouse is. It just shows how resilient Trey Bankz is. But right now, after those 10 beats, and now look at this, though, Brandon Bankz, instead of tagging his partner, is wanting to lay out more punishment. Oh, jeez, what a right hand.
I don't think that was even a hand. It looked like a high forearm or an elbow. Good counter.
Oh, Superman punch. Just rattled Brandon.
Get back in the ring.
And he's doing so. He's back inside the ring once again. But now look at this. Oh, he's calling him up. He's going to splash him from the second rope. Oh,
more
no.
methodical stomps.
Well, he was going to go. Oh, he's still looking for it, though. He's going to look for that almighty looking spear.
Rattled him. Uh-oh.
And that's the problem with this 2-on-1 situation. Is that even if you knock out one, the other is still there.
Let's just keep it a spade a spade. Trey Bankz, if he loses this one, this won't look bad on him because he's trying to do everything on his own. Blackhawks really have nothing to gain here.
Yeah, they have nothing to gain. They have everything to lose because they're already going to Final Destiny with winning that #1 contendership match last week. But now they're just wanting to punish Trey Bankz here.
Oh, good counter again. Gosh, the resiliency on this guy, but the hot tag is in.
Oh, and Ace Bourne just makes him eat a kick right to the head. Oh, the big close.
Yeah, and look at Trey Bankz just finding a way to always defy the odds.
Always a man doing this type of thing, big DDT there to try and get himself back going once again. But of course, and if anybody's asking, well, why didn't Taylor Storm try to be a tag team partner? Taylor Storm just had a match. Do you really think a man is going to try and take on a tag match? Not even 100%. Big uppercut there by Trey Bankz.
Little splash there. Yeah, it would be a little irresponsible on his part, and also on Trey Banks' part if he were to put them in that situation. So simply put, these two have to do the best with what they have, which is just each other.
Oh, what a big chop there right to the gut of Trey Banks. And once again, the Black Ops just showing their capabilities as a tag team, but oh no, look at this. Now corner to corner, just a big boot right to the face of Trey Banks. And good God almighty. Is there another way I can join? I don't have Instagram. Well, hang on a second. Let me try something. I know
It'd be fairly easy to make one.
yeah, it is pretty easy to make a Instagram account. Let me just check. Can I send the full piece again? I will put in a thing in the chat for everybody. Or not for everybody, but just... Ooh, big splash there by Trey Banks. It is pretty good. I'm trying to do two things at once here, but in the chat, I'm putting the form down into the link, so you can check that out. That link is to the Google Forms. But I'm back inside this matchup, though. Big splash there by Trey Banks. This fight has gone down to the outside once again.
Imagine if Trey Banks forces a count-out win. Imagine. He's getting there, and now Brandon Banks is bleeding.
Count is 6 though, but I think Trey Banks doesn't want a count-out victory. He wants to win this match legitimately.
Look, I understand, but the problem is this: it's a handicap match. Just take the win.
Oh, misses the big splash there. Oh, but a counter by Trey Banks. And now look at this! Are you kidding me? Oh, big uppercut there.
Now he's going to try and get rid of his partner over here. Look at this.
Trying to double team, work on these two men. He knocks Ace Bourne off. Trey Banks has got an opportunity. Cover here.
Oh my God. Win. This may be it. This may be it.
No!
Oh! You're kidding me.
2.9. Brandon Banks still alive.
Operate quickly.
Fork splash missed.
And Brandon Banks is hunting him down.
Yeah, now he's going to hunt him down. Lifting him up. Feast your eyes. He's busted open.
That might be it.
Oh, he kicked down.
Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Trey Banks still alive. Countering Brandon. And now, look at this. Going for it all. Canadian Destroyer.
Cover quick. But he's about to break it up.
Ace Bourne is down.
And now he's going after Ace Bourne.
Oh, stunner to Ace Bourne.
Just.
Oh, Trey.
Lands his big move. Hop back. Just get back in the ring. Take the win. Take the win. You're at a disadvantage, Trey.
Again, he doesn't want to take the coward's way out. He wants to win this fight. But he's wanting to punish. And there he goes. He now tosses him to the side.
I don't think so. He's going to take it. Just got to wait another 5 seconds.
Oh, no, he's
wait
not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Leg drop from the top to the bottom.
This is unreal what Trey has been able to do alone.
He wants to walk through hell and back just to win one damn match.
Russian leg sweep on the... My God. Get up. Just get in the ring, man. It's okay. It's not a coward's way. Turn around, man.
Nice countering.
We're at an 8 count.
Both men just get in the ring. And they do. Both men back inside. Oh, counter once again by Trey Bankz. He's not allowing him to. Oh, no. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. Another Canadian Destroyer.
That's got to be it. Ace can't get in this time.
Trey Bankz
Unbelievable.
survives.
Unbelievable. The number one contenders could not afford to lose that. That is a terrible look for them.
What a fight, though. Look how exhausted he is. What a fight for Trey Bankz.
What an unbelievable performance.
Wow. What a match. Wow.
Hats off to Trey Bankz. Hats off.
Well,
2-on-1, and he's the one with the win.
yeah, Marcus Washington just probably didn't even want to watch his own partner win that, but what an amazing performance there. But folks, coming up next, should give other one. No, you're not. No, we're not doing that. Anyway, folks, coming up next, Shady Chill will go one-on-one with Orochi Lee in a high-stakes match between the two. We will see who comes out on top. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing to see which one of these two come out on top. Partner, it's time to head down to the ring. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Bullet Club from Arlington, Texas, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the LSL Television Champion, J.D. Chill.
And of course, accompanied by Avante Blake. We've known these two as one of the premier tag teams, you know, in our young history here at LSW, holding the tag team titles. I think still to this day they still have the longest reign. I know that doesn't say much because of their dirty, underhanded tactics, but still, fact is a fact. So it's important to note.
Again, like you said, one of the longest reigning tag team champions of all time, as they held the title from, what was it? They held it from Last Stand all the way to, was it the Bound for Destiny? Anyway. And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Garrett Hunt from Osaka, Japan, weighing 210 pounds, Orochi Lee.
Of course, the Prince of Strong Style will never will never back down from a fight. He'll never, even if he's not 100%, like we see right here, he's got that athletic tape around the shoulder and around his midsection. Not totally. I kind of missed what happened the previous week. I'm sure something happened for him to have to wear it. But as we know, this guy will go through anyone and everyone.
Well, again, partner,
if it means that he ends up on top.
Well, partner, if you're wondering why he's wearing all that tape around his body, it's because of the matchup he had last week inside Hell in a Cell with James Franks, where he completely fell off from the top of the cage after a one-winged angel.
Wow.
Franks put him through the cage in a one-winged angel, but now going one-on-one, not 100% against JD Chill, and he already starts off with a Spanish fly. Oh, but he misfires. That
was a disaster kick. Seemed like that was supposed to land. Springboard little punch right there lands for JD Chill. Excuse me. But yeah, maybe I'll have to go watch that back.
Again, JD Chill though maybe trying to target that section that is injured there. It's mainly his midsection that is injured after that matchup. Oh, big miss there by JD Chill.
It's important any times and Orochi, you got your opponent going off the ropes. Time and place to interact with the crowd, buddy.
1-1 on top towards JD Chill, but now JD Chill showing that well, I would say it, but he does have one of the highest, or probably one of the biggest aura, I would say, of any wrestler. I mean, it's mainly because this man's a moneymaker. Him and Avante Blake are known as the moneymakers of LSL. They're both part of Bullet Club, the longest reigning tag champs of all time. But they both make the most money at LCW.
Kind of surprised by that a little bit, but also not really.
Mostly, I will say though that both Avante and JD are in the top 5 of merch sales. Oh my goodness, what a kick by Orochi! Good God Almighty! I don't know if you just saw that.
Oh, I saw that, and that was after he ate a nice little suplex from JD Chill too. Oh, countered by JD.
Oh! The kendo stick inside the ring. That's courtesy of Garrett Hunt, of course. Of course, that's the main thing that Garrett Hunt likes to do, is that he's also a little bit of a dirty player in this league. But oh, big knee there by JD Chill.
Ooh, little splash right there. Cover. Got it. Yeah. Kick out of dose. I mean, look, with Garrett Hunt, I feel like part of it is justified.
Look at this. Garrett Hunt distracting JD Chill.
There you go. Good to see.
A little bit of karma there. Oh, JD Chill trying to go for the UFO corner to Orochi, but now Orochi makes it pay with a forearm of his own.
When Bankz was trying to do something. Oi!
Big poison rana there.
Oh my
goodness!
Wow, big 2 strikes. Ref, get the cover down. Come on.
Lariat there by Orochi Lee, but missed the first one, but absolutely struck it with the second one.
What's look at this though. Here?
Oh
boy. Boy. Looked like the sacrifice right there, and JD just kips up like it was nothing.
Oh my God, look at this gauntlet suplex by Orochi Lee.
That was a beautiful move. Let's see what more he can do with him. Ooh, big knee.
Oh, now look at this, though. Avante Blake. And this is the...
Come on, Garrett.
This is the
just letting JD get back up.
Oh!
Okay. Neck breaker.
That was the most normal antics by the Bullet Club, just trying to do whatever they can to distract and now look at this. Avante Blake removing the turnbuckle cover. Wait a minute. Orochi Lee giving a big combo.
Good old cover. Nothing. Kick out of 2. Sucker 2. Ooh. Flash right there. The knees connecting. Oh, man. Could not connect with that. Springboard moonsault. Oh, did you just hit him with the... What was that?
What was the move? I didn't see it. Sorry, I was looking at the... I was looking at Ashley's application, which I did receive, Ashley, so that's good to know.
All right. Do a little clothesline from JD, and with his little splash right there.
Yeah, big splash there, and now look at this. Oh, another one. Big reversal DDT, and now another turnbuckle cover being repaired by the ref. To both Avante and Garrett Hunt removing turnbuckles.
Look, you gotta fight fire with fire.
Now, look at this though. Oh, big headbutt there by JD. Look at attacking the arm once again, that injured arm of Orochi. But now, Orochi is starting to power through it and starting to use that arm to his advantage.
He's a tough son of a gun.
Back and forth, these two are going. Nobody wants to get the advantage. But now, look at this though. JD tail hits him with an unprettier.
And there's the cover. Will it be it?
No, it's not. Orochi kicks out.
Wow. And he still fights on.
Now attacking the leg of Orochi. And now JD Chill fired up. Yeah, he may be looking for possibly another unprettier to Orochi Lee. But now, oh, look at this. The Orochi dumping him over the top rope. Oh, but
He's gonna take the fight outside. Mistake. Mistake by Orochi.
Oh, and he tosses him over to the side there and drops an elbow. So Orochi Lee. He got planned to go for that uninjured arm of Orochi and now just stomping on it. And a 7, both men need to get back inside the ring here.
Reverse Irish whip. No count outs here.
Oh, now look at this. Oh!
Well, it looked a little bit like an angle slam.
Actually, it's a beautiful look. The Bullet Club is more of its own thing, like an own storyline kind of thing. Though Orochi Lee, oh, wait a minute, partner. Oh my goodness! H-bomb!
Big elbow. Big one.
Super H-bomb! JD Tail somehow kicks out.
That was it. I thought that was curtains.
How in the world did he kick out? God almighty. Oh no, look at this though. Orochi's not done. Another H-bomb.
Brutal. And JD, we can see red. And Orochi sees red too. He is a bull waiting to strike.
Big Haluva kick.
He's not done with him. Oh, but JD counters.
JD's still going to find him. Oh, but Orochi counters. Of course, all these men are built on, oh, double beat to the face. But these guys are like New Japan guys. They all rely on their own instincts and fighting spirit. Orochi, moonsault.
Could that be it? Or is he going to go for more? He's going to go for more.
He's going to try and end him here. Look at this. Tombstone pile driver. That's got to do it. Cover. Oh, what is this? Sensei Ryuga.
I swear that was a 3 count. Wait. Oh, Crossroads. What's going on here? God bless it. Ryuga, he's an LWA guy. Of course he shows up to LCW once he got banned from LWA.
And now look at him, he's running away, escaping all the madness on the outside. But now look at this though. Garrett Hunt is now getting jumped by both JD Chill and Fonte Blade, but he's fighting back. Trying to fight back as much as he can, but of course partner, it's a 2-on-1. He can't do anything.
Both him and Orochi are just outmatched.
And here comes security to try and fix the situation. But good God Almighty, this is a mess.
When is it not a mess that involving Bullet Club? When is it not?
Honestly, who knows? It just gets worse and worse. But coming up next, folks, as Hakeem Richards will have his speech. Of course, the build-up towards Final Destiny as he'll have a few words for not only Marley, but for his actions on Monday night. We'll hear what he has to say next. Good Lord Almighty. Anyway, folks, let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time the Bound for Destiny winner, Hakeem Richards.
Yeah, Mister, the first winner of the Bound for Destiny Royal Rumble that we had. I believe at this point it was a couple months ago. And yeah, it's a fast track to Final Destiny, and it's not just fast; it's also filled with violence, disrespect, and simply put, dastardly actions.
And downright maniacal. It's not even. Hey, this man's a maniac for what he did on Monday.
And just knowing what he was before he lost his mind, before he went insane. I'm gonna call it that. I don't care what people think. He went insane. He went insane because of other success, and he's taken it to these levels, that I don't think you or I ever imagined a guy like Hakeem Richards would take it to.
Well, let's hear what he has to say. Here, partner. Marley. What I did on Monday night is nothing more than a message. I know you, and you know me really well. You know what things I will do just to lay your hands on you, and just to make sure I am going to be the one at the top at Final Destiny. When we step in that ring, I will make sure life becomes hell for you. I've already done that. I did that on Monday. I punk kicked your wife to make sure that she will never help you on this run. If you really want to make sure that I do not become champ, you better make sure your shots count on Final Destiny. But you know the inevitable is going to happen. We're going to step inside that ring, and I'm going to walk out with not only a championship, but with your blood all over me. I will make you suffer. So go on then. Go on. Try and get revenge as much as you want, because the inevitable is coming. At Final Destiny, it's nothing short than complete hell for you. And on that note... Oh! A masked assailant! Attacking Hakeem Richards! Oh, who the hell is this?
I think it's got to be Marley.
It's Dangerous
right?
Jay!
No. Dangerous Jay?
Dangerous Jay! Attack Hakeem! Here comes the army! Here comes Blake and JD!
What?
Blake and JD!
Dangerous Jay?
After Dangerous Jay betrayed Hakeem back in oh my God, Seek and Destroy, here comes Jay Cole, who's had some issues with the Bullet Club as of late. Oh, but he's gonna get outmatched. It's 3-on-1. There's not much these guys can do. Oh, double stomp there by Hakeem. Another one to Jay Cole. Good Lord. Oh no, not a punch. It's by Avante Blake. Good Lord Almighty. Oh, there goes Jay Cole. Wait from behind! Garrett Hunt!
Garrett Hunt? You know he always has unfinished business.
I mean, again, just outmatched, but he's not going to stop fighting. He's still trying to fight as much as he can, but once again, outmatched and outnumbered. And now Garrett Hunt is just going to suffer between these two. Another big kick. Oh, another one. Another one by Avante. Here comes James Franks.
James Franks!
Franks is out here. He's beating everyone's ass now.
What is this? Bullet Club rules?
Oh, now Avante's out here. And Avante just now beating the hell out of Franks. And you know the history. You know the history. Oh, Franks with the right hand. But now look at this. King Richards now. He's going to make Franks pay. Big knee. Oh, and just plants him. Good God almighty. Franks is out cold. Now Bullet Club going to go finish the job, take out everybody. Oh no, partner, I have a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Here we go.
He's going to punt kick Dangerous Jay. He's going to punt kick Dangerous Jay.
Oh my gosh. Jay, get out of the way.
Wait a second. Look at the stage. Look who it is. It's Marley
Marley!
Williams.
Go get him!
Here comes Marley Williams, and he's pissed off. You have a pissed off man from Britain beating the hell out of Bullet Club.
Lay them all out.
Look at this. Taking down Avante, taking down Shady, and now King Richard is going to run for it.
What has just unfolded?
Bullet Club trying to take the advantage, but Marley Williams decided to say a chair is going to be enough to take on all of you. Good God almighty, Marley Williams is standing on top here in Warzone.
Holy moly.
Boy.
What did we just witness?
And again, folks, this is all just leading to the final Destiny match. Marley calling it. He is absolutely talking trash as all as he wants. But good God almighty, this is gonna be interesting. So what we see in the future. Marley just came out and cleaned house. Everyone trying to do whatever they can, but Marley is the one to do it all. Well, folks, like I said before, those two will meet up in a couple of weeks at Final Destiny. But until then, folks, tune in next Monday here on YouTube as we will have more action coming your way as LWA Mayhem returns. And then on Wednesday, it is LCW WarZone. And then, folks, and then I believe we have one more week after that. And then we're at Final Destiny week. Until then, folks, we will see you next time, and have a